me tell you, Fingaz is an ill motherfucker.
Hey, yo, what's happening, man? You know what I'm saying? It's the infamous Mobb Deep right here, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, check this out. This is the HAVOC chilling out with my dog, DJ Fingaz. It's serious right now.
One more time as I blow your mind. It's the Blastmaster KRS-One every time with DJ Fingaz in the house. Yo, it's the only place where you can hear my voice uncensored and uncut like this. Bring it on.
Yeah, it's the Archivest, y'all.
Hey.
Exclusively interviewing DJ Fingaz.
Yes, sir.
And who is the infamous DJ Fingaz?
Oh man, who's DJ Fingaz? Just a regular dude, man, that does a lot of fun stuff. That's why I tell everybody, man, I'm just a regular dude that's got a chance to do a lot of fun things, travel the world, do what I love to do, and get paid to do it, man. That's basically what I do.
And being featured in Russell Simmons' One World Music, Beat, Vibe, XXL, MTV, and Murder Dog, to name a few, what's been your best write-up on your name and recognition, as well as rap pages?
They're all positive, whether good or bad. It's all a positive thing with press to me. I've had several good experiences. I think some of the best press I've gotten that I really was pretty shocked over was a lot of overseas stuff, Spain, Colombia, like just different places, that really have done a lot with interviews on me and stuff. Taiwan, Japan, so like I like doing that kind of stuff, man. More like the grassroots, underground type of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And working with Tyrese and Genuine and DJing for Exhibit, tell us your best moments.
It's all pretty much good moments, man. Like I said, again, going back to doing what I love to do and getting paid for it. So
right.
That's like a big thing. I've had some real good moments, man, traveling the world and working with these artists that, I used to be fans of, listening to growing up or what have you. So it's kind of interesting nowadays, to be friends with a lot of these people. So I never thought that would really, ever happen, but things happen, man. So if anybody out there trying to do something, it's definitely possible to do anything you want to do if you set your mind to it. So.
And how was it to be part of the tour, Lyricist Lounge and B-Boy Summit back in 97 and 98?
That's way back, man. That's when hip-hop was dope, man. Like, to me, that's when, like, things were cool and, like, the music was dope and the vibe was dope and, like, it wasn't all about, like, fucking popping bottles of champagne and all that shit, man. Like, I mean, it was more pure, of course, and I was honored to be a part of that and, be doing stuff with, High Tech, Bahamadia, Mos Def, on that side of it. B-Boy Summit brought a lot of big things to the game. Freestyle Session, my boy Cross One, his stuff brought a lot of stuff to the game as well. I've done all his events all over the world as well. So.
And what's been your best club turnout rocking the party?
Man, there's been a lot of them, man. Like, I really can't pinpoint on one in particular, but there's been some good ones. I'll say that, man. There's been some real good ones. One that sticks out a lot to me always is the time I went to Bogota, Colombia. Man, that was a big show. It was super energy. Like, I felt like I was like Justin Bieber.
Nice.
Eminem or something like that, man. It was crazy. So there was a lot of vibes with my man Main Flow from Mood. So that was cool, man. Got to go out there and rock it. And that was pretty memorable.
And any great tour memories that you've had as DJ Fingaz?
Yeah, man. I mean, being on the road is what I love to do, and especially with people that I consider friends to, like Demrick, like Young D, Exhibit, those are my brothers. So it's cool and fun to be on the road with them and get to just have fun, man. We're not really so serious and so whatever. We're just everybody's normal people, man. We do fun stuff. We joke around, we have fun, and we handle business, man. And it's a good little situation, and that's my favorite part is having to hit the road with them. So.
And let us know about At the Speed of Life back in those days.
Well, I've known Exhibit since he started out with the Licks.
Okay.
And I only been DJing for now a little over 2 years.
All right.
But I've always been in that circle with him, so I've watched his growth, from then
Very
to
nice.
what he's become, and like, so it's cool. I was there from the start, and like I said, back in those days is the golden era, man. Like that's when everything is just amazing. So I'm glad I got to come up, in that era, and I actually own tens of thousands of vinyl records, and like it's flooded now, man. Like it's good and bad with technology, with Serato and stuff, but there's a lot of shitty DJs out there, especially like a lot of so-called big DJs. I mean, they suck. I try to be positive, but like I will always speak my mind, and like they suck. So that's just all there is to it, man. Like
In your vinyl collection, what's the rarest piece of vinyl you have?
I don't know. I had went a couple, probably about 5 years ago, when I really started dialing into Serato, and I sold a lot of my records just because I was just like, you know what, I better get rid of them now before they're worth nothing. I did keep, probably at least 1,000 or more that really meant more to me than the others. And
For sure.
I got a lot of them, man. I got a lot of original stuff signed by the artists, and that stuff of course meant a lot. I mean, I got a lot of test pressings that were given to me by the labels, and that used to be cool too, man. It was exclusive, to be a superior DJ in your area, and for the labels to break you off with stuff, and and it meant something. Nowadays it's like everybody gets that shit, it's not really that cool anymore. It's not fly to have the newest record that you got the white label and all that. That shit's just like a dime a dozen now. So it took some of the like fun out of it for me, and in collecting the memorabilia and the stickers and the flats and all the stuff that used to come along
I
with
still
it,
do
what
that.
I mean? Like
Especially
that was
for Vancouver.
Yeah, that was part of the fun of it for me, and now it's just kind of a little bit different, watered down. But again, it's got its good and its bad points to how things transpired to today. But I just feel lucky that I was able to come from that era of all that and learn from that and be around DJs and rappers that came from that. So it's kind of molded me into what I am, and it made me real versatile, because I'm a very versatile producer, DJ, and as a person. So I have a lot of from underground hip hop stuff. I'm part of one of the dopest DJ crews, the 1200 Hobos, Mr. Dibs, we go back years, man. We was putting out battle records and crazy, composition mixtapes and,
Very
and
nice.
all that. So that's part of, so I'm starting to get a cold out here. That's part of my whole, history as well, that some people know me from that, and then nowadays they don't really know that I did that or had a record label to put out, Planet Asia's first record, to put out Obi Trice's first record, to, put out my man Encore with Dilated Peoples, and I did so much stuff back in the day, and the people nowadays, a lot of the youngsters, they don't know that. They don't research the history and know, what I've done. Like, I didn't just pop up like a lot of these dudes now and just start DJing all of a sudden. So it's kind of like, I had people that I looked up to when I was coming up, and I just knew I wanted to do this. I didn't know how far it was going to take me, but it ended up taking me, pretty far. So
That's really why I do what I do, because I know about the 1200 Hobos.
Right.
I'm familiar with Rhyme Sayers,
Right,
Mr.
right.
Dibs,
Yep.
and whatnot. So
Yep, that's all crew, man. It's good to see them. Rhyme Sayers blew up, man. Slug and all them. He got, he put my name in a song back in the day, and it was cool. You know what I mean? That's homies, man. That's like, we were doing the scribble jams, and we're doing all that stuff. That's why I actually met Bizarre for the first time before the whole D12 thing. Me and Bizarre been cool ever since then. That was like '97, and I recorded songs with Bizarre and put him out too before he signed the D12 deal. Just a lot of history, man, in general that I've been lucky to be a part of, in some way, shape, or form, and come up in that era, man. It's a blessing. So it kind of, sometimes when I see, certain DJs now that they even came up in that era, but they kind of, I think it's good to change and evolve and adapt to what's going on, but to me it's about respect and loyalty. So if I see DJs I knew 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago, and they act all Hollywood with me now, I'll check them real quickly, and they do know that. So like I'm about real shit, man.
Very nice.
Like, you know, like if you were real with me back then and it was all good, it should be the same thing now. You know, not because you're hanging out with some cooler people or, you know, whatever. That's a bunch of bullshit, man.
And let us know about your mixtapes and other history that you've made.
Several mixtapes, man, for, you know, shit. I had a series called Guns N' Roses. There was 5 or 6 of those. A freestyle session, all my hip hop stuff, all the Regime, Yuck Mouth, the Loonies, like, you know, just so much stuff. A lot of artists from San Diego, that's my hometown. You know, just tons of mixtapes, tons of records. I put out a full-length album in '99 called MVPs. It had Too Short, Pimp C, E40, Crazy Bone. Like, you know, I was the first one to really put out such a big independent scale record, you know, on that level. And I've been innovating things in my city ever since. And, you know, I definitely consider myself, you know, one of the most successful DJs in San Diego, due to the fact that I've been consistently for the past, you know, 10, 12 years, never fell off. I've always been growing and innovating and doing other things. And, you know, so I feel like I kind of deserve that. So I'll say it.
And DJing shows with Africa Bambaataa, Beyonce, Paris Hilton, T.I., Tila Tequila, The Roots, Rakim, KRS-One, Mos Def, Tech 9, Curtis Blow, Pete Rock, DJ Rectangle, and DJ Honda. What was your favorite?
Man, like I said, I'm real versatile. As you can see you read my discography, it's like I might be rocking a party with Beyonce and Paris Hilton, and I might be doing some super grimy underground shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's just me as a person, so I never try to be someone I'm not, and people that really know me know that, you know, that's like, there's a little bit of everything in me, and I express it through different ways. You know, I've done some fun stuff. I'm just humbled and blessed to be here to do this, and, you know, be in Canada or be in Europe or South America. You know, I've pretty much been on every continent except one, Africa. So that's my next goal, is to get over there. It's almost happened twice, so I'm like real close. So once I get that done, that's all 7 of them, and I feel like, man, I've been around the world. So
For sure. And where's your favorite place to rock crowds, and what's the biggest that you've DJ'd for?
Probably the most, probably 15, 16,000 people. A few times, you know what I mean, 10 to 15,000 people arenas, and that's, I mean, fun, you know, to be able to control that amount of people and the energy that comes from them. That's what got me into DJing, was watching a DJ control a room of people by what he played, and, you know what I mean, he was able to take them in any direction he wanted to go, and that's what kind of inspired me to want to become a DJ, was to be able to have that power. It's a lot of power, man. Like, if you think about it, you know, you got these other DJs like, you know, that not so newer to me, but like that Dead Mouse. Like, I mean, I respect what these guys are doing, man. Like, I mean, that dude can sell out an arena and he's just playing music, but he's controlling their vibe and making these people, you know, go where they want to go, and
right.
That's an amazing thing, man. Like, you know, it's kind of like speaking through music, and music is so like universal. No matter where I've DJed, in places where they don't even speak English, but they know the songs to the records and they know the beats and they want to hear that. You know what I mean? Like, so it's crazy to see that in other parts of the world, and see how, you know, people really get down and what they're into. So,
You know I'm a player. Yeah. That's right. Life, yeah. Been doing this shit. It's the life I live, I chose it. Macked a lot of bitches and hoes, I know you know it. Spit a lot of flows and shows and still rockin'. If I put her money in my pocket, don't knock it. Disrespect the game and throw yourself off balance. What's the true nature of the player haters challenge? Nigga won't listen to me, I doubt it. But if I tell the crowd, say it loud, they gon' shout it. If I put my tape on the shelf, you gon' buy it. And if I tell a bitch turn a trick, she gon' try.